Daron Malakian is an Armenian-American musician, guitarist, songwriter, and the second vocalist for System of a Down, as well as the lead vocalist and songwriter for Scars on Broadway. Malakian is known for his distinctive playing style and has been ranked 47th on Loudwire's list of the 50 greatest hard rock plus metal guitarists of all time. Guitar World also placed him at number 30 on their list of the 100 greatest heavy metal guitarists of all time. Daron Malakian was born on July 18, 1975, in Hollywood, California, as the only child of Armenian parents, Vartan and Zipper Malakian. Vartan is a painter, dancer, and choreographer from Mosul, Iraq, while Zipper is a sculptor and sculpture lecturer. From a young age, Malakian loved heavy metal music, first hearing a Kiss recording at the age of 4. He later listened to bands such as Van Halen, Aerosmith, Def Leppard, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Motorhead, and Ozzy Osbourne. Although he initially wanted to play drums, his parents bought him a guitar because the drums couldn't be muted. Malakian started learning guitar at the age of 11. In the first year and a half, he was self-taught. In middle school, he gained a reputation as a skilled guitarist. At the age of 16 or 17, he realized that the guitar was a great tool for writing songs. During his teenage years, Malakian listened to thrash metal bands like Slayer, Venom, and Metallica, as well as groove metal bands like Pantera and Sepultura. He also started listening to the Beatles and considered John Lennon one of his biggest influences in songwriting. Other British invasion bands like the Kinks and the Who, as well as folk rock and punk like Peter, Paul and Mary and Iggy Pop, also influenced him. Malakian attended Rose and Alex Pilibos Armenian School in Los Feliz, Hollywood, along with his future bandmates Shavo Odagian and Antronic Andy Khachaturian. System of a Down's vocalist, Serj Tankian, also went to school there, although he was several years older. Malakian later continued his education at Glendale High School. Daron Malakian met Serj Tankian in 1993 when they shared a rehearsal studio with different bands. Tankian played keyboard, while Malakian played guitar and sang. They formed a band called Soil with bassist Dave Hakopian and drummer Domingo Loreno, with Shavo Odagian as the manager who later became the rhythm guitarist. After Soil disbanded, Malakian, Tankian, and Odagian, who switched to bass, formed a new band called Victims of a Down, based on a poem by Malakian. The name Victims was changed to System at Odagian's suggestion to make it more appealing and to place their records closer to Slayer alphabetically. They then recruited drummer Andy Khachaturian, who was replaced by John Dalmayan in 1997. After releasing Hypnotize, the band went on a prolonged hiatus. During this period, each band member was busy with their personal projects. Daron Malakian, the guitarist and primary songwriter, launched a side project called Scars on Broadway. Meanwhile, vocalist Serj Tankian pursued a solo career, releasing several albums that featured a broader musical exploration. On November 29, 2010, System of a Down announced their reunion for a European tour that took place in June 2011. One of the most anticipated performances was at the Download Festival on June 11, 2011. Despite successfully holding several reunion concerts, the band did not immediately return to the studio to record new material. In November 2020, after 15 years without new music, System of a Down surprised fans by releasing 2 singles, Protect the Land and Genocidal Humanoids. These songs not only symbolized their return but also carried a strong political message, commenting on the ongoing conflict in their homeland, Armenia. Both singles were warmly received, showing that the band is still relevant and has important messages to convey. However, to date, System of a Down has not released a new full-length album since Hypnotize. While fans continue to hope, the band members remain busy with their individual projects. John Dalmayan, the band's drummer, has expressed interest in writing new material but acknowledged that the members' busy schedules are the main obstacle. During System of a Down's hiatus, Daron Malakian announced his new project, Scars on Broadway, along with System bassist Shavo Odagian. However, Odagian did not end up being involved and was replaced by drummer John Dalmayan. After experimenting with various musicians for 9 months in 2007 to 2008, the band was finally formed with Danny Shamoun on keyboards, Dominic Cifarelli on bass, and Frankie Perez on guitar and backing vocals for live performances. Malakian played almost all the instruments in the studio except for the drums, which were played by Dalmayan. In 2008, they released a self-titled album featuring the hit single, They Say. However, before the album promotion tour, Malakian cancelled all concerts and TV appearances, stating that he was not enthusiastic about touring. This sudden cancellation sparked rumors that the band had broken up, and Malakian was not heard from for over a year. On May 2, 2010, Malakian reappeared with Scars on Broadway at the Troubadour in West Hollywood for the first time since October 2008. They played songs from their album and new songs, with Odagian joining to play guitar for 2 songs. On July 29, 2010, Scars on Broadway released a new song titled Fucking, written by Malakian, after 2 years without recording. On February 24, 2012, System of a Down announced that the Scars on Broadway website was back online with a snippet of a new song, Guns Are Loaded. Although the future of System of a Down remains uncertain, fans remain optimistic that they will return with renewed energy and spirit someday. As for Daron Malakian, his musical journey continues to serve as inspiration for those seeking meaning in the expression of music and authentic artistic endeavors.